If a module without a etc module.xml file is present, the bootstrapping of Magento fails hard, with the exception cannot read from file then the whole path to the module etc module.xml. So this file is indeed not optional, it is very required. Let's have a look. Here, for example, in the catalog's module.xml file. The etc module.xml file is used by Magento for two things. First, it lists dependencies of the current module that have to be loaded first, before this module here is loaded. This can be important, for example, if our module references a database table in a setup script that is created by another module. In this case, our module would be loaded first, and the migrations would fail because the reference table wouldn't exist yet. There are several similar cases in Magento where module load order matters. As a rule of thumb, it is a good idea to always specify all modules that are in some way referenced by the current module in the sequence node. Magento uses the module sequences whenever bin Magento module enable or disable is run, to build a directed acyclic graph, which is then used to determine the order of modules that is written into the app etc config php file. So this file contains the load order of modules according to all module sequences. The second thing that the module.xml file specifies is a module's setup version. This version is used to determine which database migrations, also called setup scripts, to execute, and the current version for each module is then stored in the database table setup module. This is discussed in detail in the Mage2TV section on setup scripts. Magento 2.3 introduces declarative schemas and deprecates the setup version attribute. But until then, it is required. And even once version 2.3 is released, if you are writing modules that also have to work in older Magento versions, the setup version needs to be present.